All right, folks, it's your man, Odell Dove, HoustonFintech.com, building the brand. Today's lesson, Money Matters, and we're going to raise it up to a higher level. So this is going to be Money Matters, and this is building your business, right? So in lesson one, we talked about the fact that you wanted to start a business, open a business, that type of thing. Here, we're going to talk about building the brand, creating the image that you want your business to have. It's going to begin with understanding that everything that we do now is seeable. You're clear glass. So when you build your brand, or you're building it based on your own person, your own personality, integrity, and character, where you're going to be the face of the business. For the longest time, as Mercedes Financial Corporation, the parent company, as my parent company, um, we built the brand on me. We built it on who I was and the character and the integrity, and therefore, and it was on organic growth. At this point in time, as Houston FinTech, we're a national organization. So people don't rely, and the company's image does not rely upon me or on Yusef, our CEO. It relies upon our complete servicing and reputation as it is online and nationwide. As we establish more and more clients, it relies upon them and their happiness with our work. When you're building your brand, you want to build your brand on certain principles that you can stand on no matter what the circumstances are. One of the things that I've found in my 30 years of financial services, taking care of people, whether it's cars, houses, investments, wealth management, our integrity, our character, what we mean and what we say we can do and what we do, what we can execute, and the level at which we execute it is everything. Whatever business, service, product that you're going to provide, have it in mind to have a certain level of quality that meets the expectations or exceeds the expectations of the clients that you're hoping to gain. Let me give you an example. If I'm building a car, the car doesn't have to be a Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, or Ferrari if it's at a Toyota price. That's not expected at a Toyota price. I'm not going to promise those levels of performance at a Toyota price. What I am going to offer is a Toyota quality, Toyota level at a Toyota price. And I'm going to offer what I hope would exceed the expectations of the customer for that amount. So we want to build our brand on what is it that we actually are great at doing. And the idea being that what we tell people we can do and what we actually can do for them is even better, right? No one's ever disappointed with opening a gift or opening a box and it having more in it than they thought, right? No one's ever disappointed with thinking that they're receiving $1,000 and it being two. No one's ever disappointed with thinking that they're going to pay 7% interest rate and you getting it closed and funded at 5.5%. So exceeding the expectations, doing more than we say we can do is always a great opportunity and a great way to build your business and build your brand and have clients actually referring other clients to you. Build your brand on truth. As you build your business, truth, integrity, character, and delivery are essential. That first client can be the last client if you are not honest, if they do not perceive that you operated with integrity, with good character, and that you deliver on what the agreement was. This is extremely important. Can clients sometimes misunderstand? Can clients sometimes over-expect? Yes, it happens all the time. That's not unrealistic. But when it comes back to the truth of what you said, what you represented, and how you represented it, that's everything. You know what you said. You know what your documentation says. You know what you promised, and you know what you delivered. And if it met those standards, and if those things are true, you can stand on it. 30 plus years in the business, dealing with people's money, dealing with people's credit, helping them buy the first and second most expensive things they'll ever own, being in the mortgage business, being in the car business, dealing with people's money and knowing their credit and knowing what they don't want anyone else to know as far as assets and debt service and things of this nature. You have to be a person of high integrity and credibility to do this and to have clients happy. And their children literally now coming to me, families and friends, because of the level of integrity. That's what we stand for. That's what I stand for. These things are very important. If you are excellent, if your marketing makes sense, to create a desire, you will build your brand on marketing. You will build it on creating a buzz, creating a desire to work with you with whatever it is they're looking. If they're looking for a housekeeper, you want to be known as a great housekeeper. If you're looking for a financial advisor, you want to be known for someone who really understands how money moves and has done it well for themselves as well as for others. If you're selling cars, you want to be known as a person who sells cars at a fair price. You don't have to sell it for free. You don't have to be known as the person who gives all the cars away. But you do want to be known as a person who gives you a great value at a great price, gets the financing done, and leaves the client knowing that they made a great deal with a great person or a great company. Building the brand. If nothing else in this lesson, I want you to understand building the brand is going to start with you. It's going to start with your presentation of your product or your service. It's going to start with your truth and being honest and having integrity and character in the service or product that you deliver. It's going to be about you and marketing, the ability to market your business in a way that generates curiosity and generates a desire to work with your company. This is Odell Dova, HoustonFinTech.com, your guy, the money man, your guy, your number one favorite guy when it comes to financial matters. Talking to you about how to grow your business, how to get it off on a great start, how to keep it going at an even great start, building your brand, enhancing your brand, and living up to the legacy of your company. It's been awesome. I'll see you guys next time.